I'm going to cut straight to the chase. All white people that's looking at this video, I want to know one thing. Are we cool? Are we still cool? Regardless of all this crap that's been going on in the United States for the past month or longer, I just need to know, are we still cool? A lot of you are missing, and I'm quite sure that's due to busy life. Life happens. I get that.
Right.
Basically, I'm just confirming. That's all. I just want to know, are we still cool? I had a little downtime, getting ready for my work schedule, but I just want to know, are we still cool? That's all. Share the video, and even the ones who don't follow me, who I don't call family, I need to know, are we still cool? Because we came too far to turn back now. Remember that. All right, God bless.
Right.
Yo, what happened to young white male culture? Where did that go? Like, what happened to, I know, you'll be at my show? What happened to that? Young white male culture is either like trying to be Playboy Cardi or just being racist. Like,
Right.
unironically, like trying to be a nigga or being a full blown like Nazi and no in between, man. What happened to My Chemical Romance, man? Blink 182 and Good Shot. Like, what happened to all that? Y'all either want to be niggas or kill us. But nah, for real, man. Like, what happened to the cool white boys that we grew up with, man? Y'all gotta figure that out. Get back in the garage, man. Get back in the garage.
You know why I can't hate white people? Because growing up, I had a lot of white people that was in my life and even in my brother's life that were just so sweet. We had a white lady right across the fence, older lady. I think she was like in her 60s, 70s. Her name was Miss Barbara. And every time we would go to her house smelled like cinnamon pine cones mixed with some other stuff. And she always had candy for us. She always let us come play with her cat. Like, she just always was good spirited. And even my brother, his best friend was white. And he would go to their house all the time. And they were instilling sports into my brother.
Right.
Because having a mama that work all the time, a single mom at that, dad not around, other families become your family.
Right.
And they loved my brother, not because he was black, but because he was a good kid. And they even loved me. We would go to their house to have pool parties because they had a pool. They would make sandwiches. Like, it was lit. And then there was this white man, Mr. Dale. We would go to his house. And he had this big house. Now, I think it was like a housing project that he had going on, so he would house other people. And he would host church in his basement, and he would teach us about Jesus.
Right.
Not only that, they would always have snacks for us, and they had a game room. So not only are we learning about Jesus, but we're also having fun. So for the people that ain't never had no white people in, I'm sorry, but I can't rock with y'all when y'all say, oh, the white people can't come to the cookout. I would rather hang with the white people any day because it ain't going to be no drama. It's going to be all fun. The cops ain't going to be getting called unless, you feel me, somebody laid out on the lawn. But it's never going to be no drama. Like, y'all need to stop hating on white people. For real, for real. Like, y'all need to stop hating and start congregating.
That's really it.
Listen, cool white people are the shit. If you want these white boys walking around talking about how nobody likes you because you're white and nobody likes white people, one, I promise you white people like you even less. But it ain't got nothing to do with you being white. You're just an asshole.
That's it.
Cool white people are the shit. Cool white people restore our faith in humanity. You know, just like white people love saying they got a black friend, black people and people of color love knowing cool white people because they don't have to be nice.
Right.
Like, white people live in a country and in a world that does not require them being decent human beings to be successful. Oftentimes, they're rewarded for being shitty human beings. Cool white people just actively make the choice to be decent human beings and treat other people like decent human beings in a world that does not require them to. That's dope shit. We love cool white people. Why do you think cool white people's their careers accelerate so fast? Because they're making an active choice to be decent human beings. They're decent human beings.
Right.
They're dope shit. We love cool white boys. It's just you. People don't like you because you're an asshole. Stop blaming it on being white. And I promise you, white people like you even less. You're just an asshole. It's the way that you talk to people. It's the things that you say. It's the way that you treat people. It's the way that you behave. That's why people don't like you. It has nothing to do with you being white. Because people love cool white people. I'm around cool white people all the time. They're dope. I mean, just like anybody else, because we're all humans at the end of the day, right? Like, and to separate people into groups by melanin count is just stupid anyway. But it's not because you're white. It's just because you're an asshole.
That's it.
Because everybody loves cool white people. Cool white people are the shit. They literally restore faith in humanity because they don't have to be, and they just make the choice to be. So how about you be that instead, and then maybe people will like you. But it's not because you're white. It's because you're an asshole. You just happen to be white too.
Yep, that's
Good
it.
talk.
I'm mad as hell, man. Man, what the fuck happened to the cool white people? Where did they go? Are y'all holding them hostage and keeping them for yourself? What happened to them, man? What happened to the white people from the late 90s and the early 2000s?
Right.
You know, the ones that sang our favorite songs and did the, you know, extreme X Games sports and shit like that. It was entertaining to watch. You know, I wouldn't fucking do that shit myself, but it was certainly entertaining to watch, and I thought it was cool that y'all got out there and did that.
Right.
What happened to the white people that used to play rock band? What happened to the white people who used to come just hang out, just be cool with everybody? They could go to, you know, the cookouts in the Mexican neighborhoods. They can come to the barbecue in the black neighborhoods. They were cool to go to school with, hang out with. You know what I'm saying? Like that. What the fuck happened, y'all? Y'all were on track to be the best version of yourselves, way better than what the fuck y'all parents were. And then it's like, y'all get a little bit older, and then all of a sudden, you turn to your fucking parents. Like, bro, what the fuck happened? I'm telling you, some of the best times of my youth was spent with white people.
Was.
I'm
Facts.
for real. Like, ain't nothing like going out fucking bar hopping with white people. White people dope as hell with that. They're gonna pay for all your drinks and shit. They're gonna try to pay for everybody to go eat dinner later.
Yep.
It's just cool as fuck, you know? And then somebody gonna make an ass out of themselves, so, you know, we had entertainment for days. What the fuck happened? What did they put something in y'all ear? Do y'all remember that movie, The Faculty, where it was like an alien race trying to invade Earth, and what they were doing, they could shapeshift into human form and shit like that, and they would take this little worm and shit like that when they wanted to take over somebody, and they would put it in their ear, and a little shit would crawl in it and take over their mind and shit. What the fuck happened to y'all? Did a race of aliens come here, nobody else knew about it, and they put bugs in y'all fucking ear and turned y'all against us? Why? Y'all used to love to hang around us. Y'all used to love to know and tell people, like, oh man, you know, my black friend Jamal is the coolest motherfucker ever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and then y'all turn into y'all fucking parents. What happened? Does anybody know? This shit need to be studied, because we thought y'all were our people. Now, I will say as a disclaimer, no, not all of y'all are the same. Yes, I still do know cool white people.
Right.
I'm just saying some of the people that I grew up with, some of the people that a lot of us, black people all across America, grew up with, that were cool as fuck when they were young, turned into their fucking parents. And we don't even know where that shift came from. Like, why that even, like, happened and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about. I still got, you know, white friends that are real cool and stuff like that, and never switched up on me, never changed up. But man, a lot of y'all did. Y'all went the other way. Like, fuck. Like, man, just like, so when we come out and we talk about shit with y'all, that don't mean we hate y'all. That don't mean we hate y'all at all, bro.
Right.
When somebody love you, they hold you accountable, G.
That's what we do in the black community.
In America, you're taught
hold
white
you
supremacy,
accountable.
right?
Right.
And it teaches you that because you're white, that you're always right. I get that, right?
Yep.
So when you have to actually face up to the fact that you're wrong, you have a hard time accepting that shit. Okay, right. We get it, you know. But people who love you hold you accountable.
Yep.
Because you know why? They want to see you grow. They want to see you become the best version of yourself. So when you hear black people speaking up about the shit that white people be doing, don't get offended. It's not meant to offend you. It's meant to make your ass aware, if you're not, of the shit that's going on, that is happening, what we see on our side. Y'all don't get to see the shit.
Yep.
So, but yeah, here come a fool, so I'm gonna end this video, y'all. Be cool.
Hey, if you stay for this long, thank you, man. The engagement is up to like 8 minutes on the video, man. I wish people would stay for everything, because I put the videos specifically in order to build the story, and then the commentary hopefully finishes the essay. But let's get into it. Reason I thought this video was important to make, right, is because I find myself, you know, like a lot of other people, you know, of my ethnicity, right? My background, jonesing about like the good old days, and I always like my son, like I tell him now, like he loves like early, late 90s, early 2000 fashion. I have them watching all the old school Nickelodeon shows, Rocket Power, all of the good shit. Just nostalgia, bro. You know? And we fast forward into 2026 and it's like nobody likes black people no more. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't know, so I made this video and I really want to know, besides the fact that, we know everybody working and this and that and the third, right? We get it, right? But what happened to that? I used to love, we would watch WWE and you would have, Jeff and Matt Hardy, you know, who's very huge in the black community, man. If y'all don't know already, very huge in the black community. Jeff and Matt Hardy, who's a big one. Tony Hawk, right? Certified. Matt Hoffman until whatever he did. Stone Cold Steve Austin, Adam Sandler, Rob Dyrdek. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, my heater just came on in the back. As y'all can see, I'm in a completely different office space, right? The boy and girl bands of the early, 90s and 2000s. Paramore, who's still out, rock with Paramore. Paramore, if y'all don't know, Paramore is validated in the hood. They can go anywhere they want to go. Anybody on this list can go anywhere they want to go. Blink 182, Linkin Park, Fall Out Boy, Weezer. You know what I'm saying? What happened to all that shit? That's what really bothers me. And, I wish that my youth could, experience that. I grew up in the hood, but it was still white people around, bro. Like, I don't know why the media, well, obviously it's propaganda, but the media has put y'all against us so bad, right? That people forget that there was a time where everything was just cool as shit. Go back to that time. If you my age or slightly younger, go back to that time. It was amazing. I'm pretty sure, obviously, people that are older than me around that time know what I'm talking about. It's nostalgia, the garage band boys,
Cool, because we came too far to turn back now.
and that's what I'm saying. I didn't grow up, right? A lot. Okay, let's get this straight. I understand a lot of people grew their legs, their foundation on the internet. I understand that. I grew up around white people, right? I went to a city school which still had white kids in it. I was at probably the worst as far as like, it was probably like dangerous schools. It was probably the worst school. No, there was white kids that went to this school, man. I don't know why people have this fixation that black and white people in 2026 just can't get along. It's the new generation and people following this white supremacist Charlie Kirk ideal mindset. Like we said, we fuck with white people. We love y'all. We just not getting the shit back, and we don't understand why. Everything used to be cool. Everything used to be cool, bro. But the problem is there's so many scary white people that don't have any contact with black people or haven't been around or grew up around them, and they see this stuff that they only put on the news or the internet, and they hyper fixate on that instead of actually having relations and being amongst black people. This you can see like the body cam. There's a plethora of YouTube channels where all they post. I don't know if you can see the repetitions in that, but all they post is black people doing fuck. It's white people that do fucked up shit too, just as much, if not even more. But they only post black people in a certain light. Black people don't go out of their way to do that. We don't go out of our way to make white people look a certain way in a certain light. We don't do that shit. We appreciate you for who you are, and we leave y'all. We're constantly being fucked with. Why? Well, that's why I thought it was important for the first video where he asked, "Are we still cool?"
I'm gonna cut straight
because it's a lot of people that act like we not cool no more. We don't. Again, if you do something like this brother said, as far as accountability goes, right? That's just what we do in the black community. You do something wrong. If we love you, we're going to correct you. Right? Love don't always have to be hugs and kisses. Tough love is what the black community is strong in. We're strong at giving and receiving tough love. Not everybody, of course, but we're critiquing you because we love you. Right? All of these fear-mongering weasels like Charlie Kirk, weirdos, probably never been around a black person, but have this set mindset, this ignorant set mindset that we would be better. Nah, bro, this era right here, like I said, I don't know if it was young ignorance or what, but I didn't experience this shit growing up. Honestly, bro, the only argument I ever had with a white kid, I remember his name was Joseph. He was in my class. He was in my class. The only argument I had with him was he just randomly said he was trying to argue with me that Michael Jackson was white. He was trying to argue Michael Jackson. No, he's a white man. No, he's not. And why are you even bringing that shit up? Like, what does it have to do with anything? No, but he is white. No, he's not. Why is he that color then? Because he has a disease. No, he doesn't. So it was shit like that. It was not this overt racism that we see throughout social media and YouTube. You are picking content that's showing you. If I keep going to find videos online of some dude, and I saw it the other day, it was crazy, right? Just watch it. Like I said, these cop cam channels, y'all gotta be weary watching them shits, because some of them are very biased in the shit that they post, right? Like, I can make a YouTube video and make it seem, I can literally make a YouTube video and make it seem like white people are X, Y, and Z. I can do that if I wanted to. Why would I? My mind doesn't even think that way. I'm just telling you guys what is done to us, right? Oh, well, one of the things that I do not like is that these people, and that don't like us, right? Because like we said, we know it's not all. We know it's not everybody. We understand that. But these people are louder than the cool white people. They're louder. They're galvanized. It's weird for me to see people behaving this way, right? Okay, fine. Going back to that school. Like I said, I got a thing full of notes. In this school, right? This hood city school, regardless of what Charlie Kirk told you, who's that other little weasel? The other little weasel. Anyway, white supremacy talk. No white person in that school ever had a hair touched on them, regardless. Right? Black people don't have a problem with white people. White people have a problem with us because of fear. And if you go back through history, guys, that's just what it is. We should be scared of y'all. That's just the truth. Right? I understand a lot of people don't like talking about it because it's uncomfortable. We get that. But black people are always uncomfortable. That's why we can talk about anything. Right? No kid. Okay, one kid, for example, his name was Eric. I hope you see this video one day, Eric. You crazy motherfucker. Eric went to James Madison. This is the high school I went to. He went to James Madison, and Eric was a little short, 5'2" white boy. He used to have all the rock clothes though, right? Like think what you call it, gothic black, just black shit, all black, right? Eric. Now this is the era where, you know, when I went to school, you'll get beat up for not having official clothes on. Like, you had to wear some shit. You know what I'm saying? Eric used to be, you know, like real quiet, cool ass white boy gamer dude. Now, and I got along with everybody because my younger brother is gothic and I'm the hood one. So I had to, you know, that's how I met a lot of these other little kids or whatever. Cause I would kind of, you know, I'm kind of a nerd too, you know, but Eric used to have these big ass, Eric was probably a size 25, these big bell bottom black with the rings on it, pants he used to wear with all these attachments and the rock star chain, and then he had these platform shoes that was like this fucking thick, and he had the Heelys in them. I remember he used to skate around, right? Eric used to skate around, you know, had the nose piercing, the short hair, and he used to have his nails painted black. Yo, nobody fucked with Eric. Not because he had protection detail, not because people were scared of him, not because of none of that. It's because we love that shit. We love when you can be who you are. Right? Crazy part is Eric used to get all the black girls. This is what I'm talking about, right? When you cool with the community, you're loved. You're gonna be protected and respected. The people that don't get respect are the loud, racist, white supremacy, goofy motherfuckers. Y'all falling in line with the dummies. Respectfully, sorry for that. Like I said, bro, I'm trying to get better with my language. I really am. Right? I just sometimes, you know, I long for this era, man. This was a good part of life for me. My grandmother was still alive. I didn't have all these bills. You know what I'm saying? We used to wake up in the morning, you know, I pour a big ass bowl of cereal, use half the gallon of milk while I'm sitting there watching VH1 and MTV, listening to all this shit I was just talking about before I got to go to school. You know what I'm saying? We had a white kid that lived across the street. He's our brother, bro. His name is Steven. His name is Steven. Right in the hood. Lived right across the street from us, bro. He was the only child. It was 3 of us, right? We seen him walking home one day, and we seen him carrying what do you call it? It was like one of the little hamster cages. It was a little hamster cage. So we go running up. I think he got a little scared or whatever, because, you know, we all 3 came running up on him and shit. We just wanted to see what he had. You know what I'm saying? So, and yes, that shit you see in the movies where they like to paint, oh, we've got to rob them. Like, that shit does not happen. It does not happen. It's fake. Do people get robbed? Yes. I've seen white boys rob black people. People get robbed if somebody wants to rob you, right? So we ran up on them. It was 3 of us, obviously, you know, and I think Steven he was my little brother's age. So we run up on him, be like, hey, man, what's that? You know, we had guinea pigs. When we lived in the projects, we couldn't have a dog, so our grandma got us some guinea pigs and shit. So we ran up, we like, hey, what's that? It was our first time ever seeing a hamster up close. So, we were just out of the range. I mean, we were just within the range of, I think the bus for you had to be like a certain mileage away from the school to qualify for a bus. We were like a quarter of a mile away from getting on the bus and shit. So you had to walk a ways to get to school. And So he showed us what it was or whatever, and it was a real small little brown thing, So we walking, we like, hey man, which way you walking? Cause we was gonna walk, we was gonna walk with him or whatever, cause we was learning, we was talking to him. He's like, yeah, he go to Madison too. We like, oh okay. So we end up walking home. He lived directly across the street from us. Cool as shit, because I think we had been living there for like 2 years. We were still new to the neighborhood because we came from the projects. So lived across the street from us, right? We like, oh, we live right there. Oh, okay. Both of our houses was bright yellow, and we started walking to school together. Next thing you know, we walk him home one day, and his mom, because he had a dog in the backyard. So, he like, hey, you want to see my dog? I'm like, yeah, I want to see your dog. We go to the backyard. His dog, his dog name was Storm. Cool ass dog. His mom come out, and she's like, Steve, who's your friend? So, I go over there, we introduce ourselves or whatever. And I was like, yeah, we live across the street from y'all. She's like, oh, okay, you guys want to come in? First day. We like, let me go ask my grandma, because I don't know if we supposed to, be going into a stranger's house or whatever. She live across the street. She's like, okay. So she came out the house, walked us across the street. We was in second grade, walked us across the street, came, introduced herself, introduced Steven, and she said, yeah, this, that, and the third, da. Right? Walked us back across the street. I've been knowing Miss Maggie ever since. You hear me? Miss Maggie is well respected in the hood. Well, never had a hair. I think one time, Steven and my little brother, who's the same age, they got jumped. They got jumped by some dudes or whatever. Steven and my young brother, and they fought, but it was too many of them. You know what I'm saying? They jumped my little brother, and we actually found the dude and we beat him up, right? But he used to always ask us over for, I got pictures, bro. Ask us over for, hey, would you like to come eat dinner with us? That was our first time ever eating dinner together. Where I'm from, we get our food, we sit on the steps and eat. You feel me? We sat at an actual table. His mom made us and brought us the food. You feel me? Then he had all the toys. Yo, Steven had the biggest Matchbox collection of cars I've ever seen. All of the Legos. He had cats, all type of shit. We used to love that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then, this is what I mean by the brotherhood. Like I said, Miss Maggie's like a mom to us. We met his uncle. I think Steven's father had passed away when he was like 2 or something like that. So we never had the blessing to meet his father or whatever. But Steven, his uncle Rags would come up from Florida. He was this big fishing dude, man. Yo, I'm reminiscing crazy right now. But he came up from Florida, and the cool thing about his uncle named Rags, right? He was just, he used to call himself, respectfully, he used to call himself a redneck, right? Cool as fuck. Uncle Rags was cool, had the shades, the long hair, all these tattoos all the way up the neck, the arm sleeve. We like, yo, we want to be like Uncle Rags. Built a swimming pool out of wood and like a tarp. Like, did some crazy shit. Built the swimming pool for us. And Uncle Rags, he went to Toys R Us, right? Because we was outside. We had them, you remember them little backpack, you remember those little backpack Super Soaker water guns? Well, we had the off-brand kind from Big Lots. This shit wasn't working. So Uncle Rags, he went to Kmart and Toys R Us, I remember. He went, we waited, we was in the backyard. It was hot too. We was in the backyard running around, and we just spraying each other with the water hose, drowning each other, whatever. He come back, bought us all these Super Soakers that was like 3 feet long, yo. So heavy you can't even hold them. You feel me? Bought us all our Super Soakers and blast. Man, the good days, we got to get back to that shit. People have fell too much into this white supremacy, these fear tactics, all by this current administration. I didn't really start seeing this shit until 2015, 2016. Bro, cool ass Had this cool ass white dude by the name of Johnny in college, bruh. Was a rider. Hey, yo, D, such and such and such and such. You got some weed? Nah, I don't got that. All right, cool. Johnny was cool as shit. Hey, D, man, I love you, man. I'll do anything for you, man. This, that, and the third, da. Hey, you need a ride home? Nah, I'm good, Johnny. Hey, man, I'll give you a ride home. Leave your car here. I'll pick you up in the... Johnny, chill, bro. You know what I'm saying? Those kind of relationships. Where is that shit gone? And don't cower out and blame us. Don't blame us. Because black people ain't responsible for how you're living your life. I'm just saying, this era, right? Before the WWE was WWF, PlayStation, Tony Hawk, VH1. Where did it go? And honestly, bro, if we're being very transparent about it, if somebody wanted to attack this lane as white people or whatever, bro, that shit would excel. That nostalgia would sell. People want that shit, bro. All this tension and weird ass energy, hate, animosity. Black people, we don't got no problem with y'all. We just wondering why everybody hate us. That's all we trying to say, bro. Bring back the good shit. Bring back the Fallout Boys, the Linkin Park. You know, rest in peace to Chad Bennington, right? That is Chad Bennington. Bring that shit back, bro. Bring that shit back. Stop falling into, you know, in line with white supremacy and bullshit. You know, like just come on, bro. What are we doing? For real. These was the good old days. Big ass bowl of cereal. Sitting there watching Dragon Ball Z, watching VH1, watching music. You know, I used to always get Linkin Park right in the morning. Linkin Park. Bruh, that shit used to send chills up my spine. Green Day. The good shit. Bring that shit back, man. I'm reminiscing too much. It's, you know, obviously, like I said, you know, if you guys are looking for that kind of content on the internet, if all you want to see is black people doing degenerate shit, I'm pretty sure you can find it. Right? I can find videos of white people doing degenerate shit. I can find videos of dogs doing degenerate shit. If that's what you're looking for, if you keep showing the algorithm that you like that shit, it's going to keep showing it to you. Right? But if you don't have relationships with other kinds of people, why are you so fixated on not being around them then? That's all I'm trying to say. You don't even have enough information to feel how you feel. All I want to know is we still cool? That's all I'm trying to know. Is we still cool, and can my kids experience the shit that I experienced? You know what I'm saying? I want my kids to experience that. But instead, we experience racism from some boomers that we really trusted. Some white boomers, respectfully, that we really trusted. You know? Miss Maggie, still around, love her to death. We'll do anything for her. Once the black community loves you, man, we'll do anything for you. Shit, we be riding harder for y'all than we do our own selves, which is fucked up, but it's the truth. Rock with us how we rock with y'all, man. That's all I'm saying, bro. Hit the hype button. There's a hype button. Hit the like and the hype, please. Man, it's so many comments. I can't even respond to them all. I never thought I would say that. Thank you very much. Even if the rest of my videos flatline, I hope they don't. Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. And let's get back to the early 2000s shit, man. It's the government we need to be mad at, not each other. It's the government. AO Bassel TV. Like, comment, share. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for staying for the duration. See y'all on the next one. Peace.